So I'm just continuing around finishing this. And then your component is made. Whoa. I just did a boo-boo. Oopsies. I just made a mistake. Oh, jeepers. I forgot to go up the two 15s. I just jumped right into the next two. I'm continuing. I believe I have just one more to do. Yeah, okay. Now, you're going to go through your beads here and get into the peak of one of your 5. So I went through all of them, so I'm in the peak of one of them. Actually, I want to be exiting outward. Well, you know what? It really doesn't matter, so don't worry about it. Okay, so this is where now we're going to join our piece, and I've got a nice piece of thread left, you know, a substantial amount. Okay, so we're exiting outward. Okay, my thread's exiting outward. I don't know if you can see that, but it's exiting outward this way. So I'm going to lay my piece down. I'm going to pick up two 15s. I'm going to check my Superduo. As you can see, this one's blocked. I'm going to pick up a Superduo and two 15s on my needle. Now I'm exiting outward, so I'm going to enter into this component inward, just making a circle to attach it. So now you're going to pick up two 15s, go through the second hole of your Superduo, like that, going down the second hole, pick up two 15s, and now you're just going to make a circle and go through your 11-0 or 15-0 that way. And pull. Something snagged here. There we go. And pull like that. So make sure when you're sewing these components together, you keep them all in hang on, I've got a mess here. Make sure you keep them all lined up upward, so they're all facing up. Now you have to go through all these again, and I'm going to go through all of them again, and I'm going to try and do it 3 times if I can. So through these, through this one, pull it tight. I'm just going retracing around in a circle through here, and one more time. Like that. here. And come down. Try to make as many passes as you can. And I think with the size 10 beading needle, you're only going to make 3. And through the loop. So now we're back on the component we just made. So now we need to go all the way down through all these beads, so we're exiting out of this one, so we can do the same thing we just did there, we can do here. So because I'm exiting outward, I'm going to just go down here. Going towards the back, I'm just dropping down, following my thread path. And I'm exiting there. So I'm just going to follow these beads in the back. Like that. Up here. And let's make sure we're exiting on the right side. Nope, I went the wrong way. Figures. So let's go this way. Back up here. Through the 8-0, and I'm going to come out through the front. Yep. Went the wrong way. And then I can see where I missed 15 O's. Wow. How did I do that? I'll never know. But they're there now. I did. I missed 3. Wow. Okay, so now just go up those 2. Can't believe I did that. Glad I caught it. And then through your, I'm just following my thread path. And now we're exiting into the right one. Like so. So now we're just going to repeat that. So now I'm exiting out of the right end of my component here. So pick up 2 15s and I'm out of 15s. 2 15s, a Superduo, making sure it's not blocked, and 2 15s, and exiting outward, so I'm going to enter inward, because I'm just making a circle. Okay, continue this way, 2 15s, and go into the second hole of your Superduo, like that. And 2 15s, and now through your bead at the top, and there's your joint piece. So now you need to reinforce this, and then you can tie your thread off and start a new component. But because I have a substantial amount of thread left, I'm not going to cut my thread off because I'm going to show you what I did while the camera was recharging. I'm going to go through this one more time. 3 times is the best, especially when you do joints. You're joining prod pieces. You should always reinforce it at least 3 times. And we're only using 6-pound thread, 6-pound Fireline. So it's not that strong. And you'll get more wear and tear out of your bracelet and here. Okay, while I was letting my camera recharge, I went ahead and did another component, but I also added the toggle to it, and I added this one here, this closure. I like this closure. So this is what we're going to do, is sew this piece on. So we're going to have 4 components done, and then I'm going to go off camera. I'll show you one more time how to sew this on, but I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more stars, and depending how big it is. I'm going to go off camera, make a couple more, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to sew this on. You're not even going to sew it on, you're just going to sew this, and then you're going to attach that with jump rings. So make sure you have 4mm jump rings, teeny tiny ones. And I'm going to show you what to do. Instead of cut this thread off, just drop down into your beads here. And we're just going to go all the way around and exit out of the cross, right across in one of these. But you'll be the closest. So I'm going to go in the back because it's easier. Okay, so I'm going down here now, and I'm popping my needle back up through the front, just going between the beads there. And we're gonna go, I can't see where my thread is, it's so... Actually, I'm not popping my needle back because that's not where I want to be. Need to be in this one. 50 no in the back. Back up in this one. I'm just going to follow my beads and my thread path in the back because it will be a lot easier. And this way. I'm not going in these 2 top beads, I'm just sticking with these ones. Now I'm at the top. I've got such a bright light that it's this white and the silver is very bright. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Perfect, now I'm where I want to be. To add my component with my closure on it. So I'm exiting inward this time, so it doesn't really matter if you're exiting inward or outward. Just make sure you stay on the right side of the bead when you join the component. Pick up 2 15s, a Superduo, 2 15s, and because I'm exiting inward, I'm going to enter on this side of the bead. And like that. Pick up 2 15s. Now go into the second hole of your Superduo, like that. Pick up 2 15s and go back into your 15-0 up there, like that. And then just give this a pull, and your one side is joined. It's super easy to join it, and this looks so beautiful and elegant for simple little beads. And I didn't want to get into any fancy beads because I know a lot of people don't have fancy beads. And same with this. Like I said, when you don't have something I'm using, substitute it. put a crystal in there. You don't, or don't put anything in there. You don't even have to put anything in there. I just put it in there to add a little bit of sparkle, because I don't know if you guys are like me, Christmas and sparkle and snowflakes looking kind of like Christmas to me with all this bling. So again, I'm going in again. So that will be my third time around. Like so. Through this one, like so. And down through all these ones. And now we need to exit in our B, because now we're where we originally started. Pull it nice and tight. Now we need to get into this bead. So this is going to be super easy because we're facing inward. We just have to drop down into these two beads, these two 15s, or wing our way across. We can go through the 11-0, the crystal, and the 11-0, like that, and through the 11-0. I didn't catch it in one pass. And then we can just go up into these 3 15s. Okay, so now we're exiting outward. But we still got it all in line. We didn't lose our position of our component. So pick up 2 more 15s, a Superduo, and 2 more 15s. Make sure you check the hole in your Superduo. Exiting outward, so we're going to enter this way. There we go. Pick up 2 15s. Go into the second hole of your Superduo. And pick up 2 more 15s. And into the 15-0. And then go ahead and reinforce it. Down, 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 like so. Pull it tight, and one more time. Oopsies. And then we're going to tie this off. Okay, now all I'm going to do to tie it off is drop down in these two. I'm going to exit through the crystal. Ouch, poked myself. Exit through the crystal, and then I'm going to wrap my needle here twice. Once, twice, pull it tight. And now exit through the 11-0. So we want to pull our knot into the 11-0 and not into the crystal, like that. And I'm just going to go to the back of my bracelet because it's a lot easier. You don't have those 15-0s in your way. So go across into the next 11-0. Careful without breaking any beads. And wrap once, twice, pull, and now exit through a couple of beads. Now I'm right there at that joint where so I'm wrapping once, twice. Oopsies. Once and twice. And pull. Now I've got 3 knots, 3 good surgeon's knots in here. So I'm just going to run through a few beads, and then we're going to cut it like that. And I don't want to end it in crystal, so let's cut it at that 11/0 there. Carefully, you don't cut any of your other threads. And there's 4 components done with half of your closure on there. Is that not pretty? That is very beautiful. I really love this. It's really stunning. Okay, so I'm going to go off. I don't know how many of these. I'm probably going to need at least 2 more components, because this so far, where'd I put my ruler? Alright, so this so far from end to end is with the closure on it and 4 components. This is only 5.5 inches. So that should give you a good judgment on how many more of these you need to make for your wrist size. I'm going to make a size 8, so I need to go at least 2.5 more inches. So 2.5 more inches is 2 of these components. From here, or sorry, that's 2 inches. So, yeah, I would say 2.5 works out perfectly. 2 more components, plus my closure piece here. That will make it 8 inches. So there we go. So we're going to need 6 components. These are not very big components, so that's why. And I didn't want to have huge gaps here. You wanted it to kind of stay small like that. Okay, I'm going to make 2 components and I'll be back. See you when you get your 2 made. Okay, so I have completed my extra 2 components. The only thing is, now I put this on, I could see it's already too big. And now I gotta add the this piece on for the closure. So I am thinking that 5 components or 6 components is too much, and 5 or 6 components too much, and 5 is not enough. So I really don't know what to do here, but this is going to be one huge bracelet when I get finished adding this on. So not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm probably just going to join it there, but then I'll have all this piece. But then again, I think that would look just beautiful like that. However, I promised to show you how to finish it. And actually I did it the same way, only I put 8/0s in here. And I put the 8/0s in there, so, and 2 jump rings, so it made it much longer. So I really don't know what to do. I'll probably mess around with it till I get it right, which means I'll probably be taking it apart here and here. But anyways, I finished. I still have a lot of thread left, and I finished adding this last component in. So I'm just going to weave my way around to exit out of here so we can attach this piece to this. So I am going to go from the back because it is a lot easier to follow the beads in the back. So I'm just going through the 3 beads here, through the crystal, in this one, through the middle one, and then I'm going to come out through the top of this one here. So it's just as well that way. And now I'm exiting out at the top of that 15-0 right here. Okay, so we're exiting here. So I'll be sewing it on this side of the closure. Okay. Now, for this I did the same thing. You pick up 2 15s, a Superduo, 2 15s, and an 8/0. Then you're going to put your, you're just going to leave it like that. Now you're going to pick up 2 15s, 2 15s. Then you're going to drop down and go into the second part of the Superduo, second hole. Pick up 2 15s and then exit through the center bead on your component. So you should have this, and you've got your 8/0 sticking up there, ready to put a jump ring in there. And then you're just going to go through all of this and reinforce it. Now I'm not going to do that because this is really going to make my bracelet way too long. Okay, so I got to figure out something here. I'm not sure. I got to think about this. Let me see what I could do. I could always take this off. Yeah, I could take this off and shorten it in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take this apart and I'm going to come back, show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. Move this stuff out of my way. Is what you're going to do is take one of your 4mm jump rings and you're going to attach it to your closure on each end like that. Okay. I'm exiting out of the top of this point here. So all I'm going to do is put 5 15-0s on my needle like that. Then I'm going to pick up the jump ring, come through the jump ring like this. Okay, and I'm just going to make a circle and go back through this one here. So I'm just going to shorten my bracelet as much as I can without adding all those jump rings in there. You still will need one jump ring just because the way that the closure, actually 5 doesn't look good. Okay, so let's do 4. 5 looks dumb. Wow. That's what happens when you don't complete your designing before you start your tutorials. Well, honestly, I really had no idea how big this was going to be, so that's why. So I'm only going to put 4 15-0s on. Try that. Take this one off. And now we have 4. Okay, so let's try 4. Let's see if it sits prettier. Yeah, 4 is better. So now I'm just going to go through all of these and the jump ring and reinforce. as much as I can without breaking my 50 like I did earlier. I kind of want the jump ring to sit between 2 beads each. So get this one down. You move along down there, buddy. Please and thank you. Oh, of course you're not going to go, are you? You're not going to go through the jump ring, are you? Oh, yes you are. I'm going to force you to go. There we go. Alright, pull that nice and tight. Now I got 2 jump rings on each, or 2 50 on each side of that jump ring. I just want it to lay flat. So I might have to switch to a size 12 beading needle so I can go through this a few more times. The thicker I make it in here, the less likely it's going to go through the crack of that jump ring and fall off. Because there's still that slim chance. I really hope this makes it shorter. Because it's way too big for me. Ooh, it's getting pretty tight. Alright, that one's done. Alright, how did I manage this? Oh, like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to weave my thread and go right through these beads here. So go down. Through those beads, the crystal. Through the 11 and up through these 2 seed beads on the side, which will be a little difficult. Getting your needle in there. There we go. Alright, now we can do this again. So, 2 seed beads, go through the hole. So I'm exiting outwards, so I'm going to enter this way. And get back in there. Don't want to go through that again. Pick up 2 more. And exit through that one. And hopefully all of them stay nice like that. So reinforce. Through the jump ring. Down through these 2. Through this one in the base. And pull. Up through these 2. Hopefully I can do it a few times. And down through the base. Wow. So that did make it a wee bit smaller. See how that worked out? Still probably going to be too big. Oh no, it's going to be perfect. So as you can see, I cut my ends off here. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything. I really don't know if I did. But I'm just checking on threads here. Now I'm going to tie this off, and then I'm going to tie it on this end, and I'm going to finish this end and do the exact same thing there. I'm going to put 2 jump rings on there, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished bracelet. Okay? Sorry, but I didn't have it finished, but this is the way it has to be. You can do whatever way you want here. You can add as many beads as you need to make this fit you. So I'll be back. Hey folks, look at. It fits perfect. See, with a little bit of adjusting here on your closure. That's why it's always a good idea to sew your closure on last, just so you can see. Look at it, looks really pretty. It's not a big huge wide opening, but look at how nice that looks, and it fits my wrist perfectly. So if you want to make a size 8 bracelet, this is how you're going to do it, like I showed you. Let me see how you get this off. I'm not a big fan of these kind of closures, but ugh. There we go. I was pulling the wrong way. So this is some kind of bracelet. I haven't named it just yet, but I will. So for a size 8, you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little components. And you're going to have to finish your ends like this. So if you want this smaller, just leave out one component and try doing it the same way like this, or do it whatever way you want. You don't have to always do what I do. I just do these to help you, help you along, so you can see how nice that is. It's perfect. Anyway, I bragged enough about this gorgeous, beautiful, some kind of bracelet. Haven't named it yet, but I will. By the time I post it online, it'll have a name. I'm going to pick one of those names off Facebook. And I really like all the names. I just can't pick them all, though. I have to pick just one. Anyway, I'll see y'all soon on the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a big thumbs up. See you soon. Bye.